On today's video, we're going to be basically drilling and tapping this 5.3 truck motor, 4.8. You know, 6.0s ain't even got this hole. So, ain't even got this hole. Talking about the hole right here, guys. It goes on the engine block. One of the most important things you will need is a tap and die kit and a drill bit. If you got them separate, that's okay. Well, you can buy this kit like I bought. It don't have to be Duat, but if you get Duat, here's the part number. It's 10mm-1.5. You know, just a simple tap and die kit. Very easy to use if you ain't never done it before. You know, don't feel overwhelmed. It's very beginner friendly to tap and die something. So next thing you want to do is get your bracket and bolt it on. You can use just regular truck accessory bolts. You know, it needs to be on so you know where to drill the hole straight. Right here. There's gonna be a lot of drill and hole comments in this video, so you might as well get ready for it. Now, there's only one way this goes on, and you need to know how it goes on, because the alternator does mount to this, and these carpoys set a certain way. You don't want to put this on at the wrong angle, you know, then you just be pretty well in a mess. So you mount this here and drill this hole here, and you know, or drill it up here, and then it don't line up here. Be sure the fitment of the way this bracket goes, I'm going to show you in this video, so be mindful of that. Just don't toss it up there and drill it. So let's go ahead and mount our bracket. This should be fine. Just mount it up here, and basically what we're doing is just getting a reference point for a hole to be drilled. I said it again, I know. Anyway, we want it flush up, here kind of level. We don't want nothing off. This is where this will go. Right here. Just like so. So I need to tap that with a punch, a nail, or anything that keeps your drill bit from walking. Just something to mark at casting with. So what I did is tighten the bolt here. Keeps that from moving. Now you want to take a tap. If you got it, you can remove the whole bracket and then drill it. But you can just start it just like so. And usually these got a good little point on them. So just center this up in the hole, just like so. Take your hammer and tap it. If you got a punch, use a punch. I couldn't find my punch, so y'all got a love tap on the drill bit. Now you want to go about this deep with it, about 1 inch. So let's start drilling. Now that drill started, drilling in nice and straight, we're going to remove this bracket. And you can see it's already started. It's nice. Now you can come down to about 1 inch here and wrap some tape around this. And that will be your place to stop. I'm just going to eyeball it about to right here. And you can tell it's about the end of the ball, so we should be good. Now you can put your little transmission fluid as you drill, or WD-40 on this drill bit to keep it from getting dull. I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of transmission fluid on it and then continue. We have made it about a 1/2 inch in. We need to go about a 1/2 inch more. And you want to make sure to keep your drill as straight as possible. We're just about 1 inch all the way in, so let's continue. Next step will be tapping this. Very simple. Take your tap. You can do it by hand. They make tap handles and stuff. What I usually do, just put it on the drill bit, take my time. Just put it on the drill, not the drill bit. Put some fluid on it. Got some more transmission fluid. Get the tap. Now once it gets so tight, the drill will try to jerk out of your hand. Now you want to stop at that point. You want to take your time. Sometimes it's best just do it straight by hand. But once it gets that far, you can just basically manually twist it. But that should be good. I'm going to put some vice grips on it anyway. Now you can take you some compressed air or something, blow these threads out. I ain't got no compressed air on me at the time, so I'm just gonna scrape them out. If you blow these out, be sure to cover your eyes. Wear safety glasses, because these metal shavings you don't want in it. Should be wearing safety glasses the whole time you're doing this. Let's go ahead and try a thing out up here, like so. Okay, it's bottomed out, so we might need to go a little deeper, but that is a starter bolt. That is not a factory bolt for this. So we might back it out, get a factory bolt, see how it fits. Actually, I think it was for this is a starter bolt and it comes out thicker. I think that's what happened. We went out threads. So let's go get an actual bolt. Pretty tight. You don't want to over tighten this because this is aluminum and you can strip the bolts. So yeah, that's one thing to note. And you definitely don't want to over tighten it without an alternator in here because this does compress. But that's pretty tight. Yeah. So let's back it out, take this off, and we're done for the day. That's how simple it is to mount your own little bracket for your alternator if you got a car bracket. Now if you mess this up, you can use a Healy coil on it or just go up to the bigger size bolt. Healy coil will probably be your best option, but it fits extremely good. The two bolts that I used on that was just stock truck pulley mount, you know, for the side here was the two I started in. You just seen fit good, probably work good with the alternator. Take a look inside. It's a little dirty in there. That's how come I said you need to blow it out. But the threads look extremely good and we do tighten up. So, if you've been wanting to install one of these on your truck engine, you just seen how simple it is to do it yourself. We still got to paint this engine in upcoming videos, so if that's something you want to see, get subscribed. Tons of LS content and more on this channel. So, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. I need a glove replacement. Yeah.